recent study by Wallet Hub ranked Orlando as the 19th least safe city in America. Nearly daily, we report on crimes like robberies or sexual assaults.
Yeah, in October, Orlando police say a woman was raped outside her home in the Thornton Park area, which is situations we're all vulnerable to.
And as News 6 at 9's Carolina Cardona explains to us, a combative instructor in Longwood's using a different approach to show students how to take control of their fear when approached by an attacker.
This system is based off real violence. None of it has a sport base. None of it can be used in a sport environment because it has no rules.
John Frederick has been teaching combative for almost 30 years.
Most people have the psychological issue. They don't accept that it's actually happening because we all have the belief of, it'll never happen to me. I'm special, it's not going to happen to me. I'm cautious, I pay attention to what's around me, and then when it happens, they freeze.
More than a decade ago, he designed a different style of self-defense mechanism.
Put some pressure on you. Push. There you go. See, I can't get in.
He starts the lessons with what most of us have trouble controlling under stressful situations, our mind.
We have to overcome the psychological side of things, because if you have a fear of being grabbed from behind, I have to overcome that with you so you can learn how to do the physical to make that go away.
He uses real-life attacks caught on surveillance cameras to achieve a protective state against violence.
We watch what happens, and then, okay, how do we defend against that? And then we come up with a method to do that. If you learn how to reverse engineer a real fight, then you can protect yourself from it.
He then simulates day-to-day situations.
We use very foul language in here because that's what the bad guy uses. We make this as real as possible because that is what you need to experience to understand what safety is. Getting out of your car, walking across the parking lot, going into your home.
Tim's 17-year-old daughter, Georgia, began the training more than a year ago.
She was driving to the rink, she was driving here and there, which puts her in a vulnerable state. And I wanted to make sure she had skills to deal with that.
Outside of this, I've felt more confident just going places or visiting friends, or if I'm out late at night, I know that I have the skill set to defend myself if anything were ever to happen, and just being aware of my surroundings, looking people in the eye.
Her dad says her focus has improved.
She no longer focuses on the person that's attacking her, what they're saying, what they're doing. She's focused on the weapons. The weapons might be the hands, the weapons might be the knife, the gun.
Training guns, just standard blue guns. And then I have airsoft guns.
She fights hard. I know that she'll be able to defend herself if that happens. And that's a huge comfort for us.
You start to realize that I'm not that special person where it's just not going to happen to me, because we live in a world where there's so many attacks and shootings, and so it's just a valuable thing to know.
Carolina Cardona, News 6 at 9.
That's fascinating that he uses surveillance video from real crimes to, as he said, reverse engineer an attack.
Yeah, he backtracks that. It's impressive.
90% of the clientele is female, so that tells you that women want to arm themselves with some tools to use just in case.
Yeah, don't pay attention to who the attacker is, what he's saying, what he wants. Just understanding what your weapons are at the time is I mean, if you think about it, that's not things you think about if you unfortunately do come into contact with someone like that.